well, look at that. It turns out I can deal with suspiciously minded people pretty effectively. But I did come off the media that's around one of my hobbies because it was clear that the levels of suspicion and paranoia, people seeing things that weren't there, was pretty astronomical, let's put it that way. But this is the way things are with some people. And like I've said before, they're like a dog without a bone, some of these people, at times. That's what's presented to me anyway. But yeah, the everyday. I remember referring to that when we were kids. Me and this lad were ribbing one of our mates about masturbation, and you know, whether it was from a Christian perspective, that influence that can you know, I suppose frame some people's thinking, whether it was from an excessively conservative perspective, limited perspective. We ribbed this lad, and he just shut us down straight away by just saying it's natural, everyone does it, and that was it. So, like, you know, let's just say the way this has been going with the alterations of my default thinking patterns and mental states and all the rest of it. As I go about the everyday, and you know, and it'll probably continue. I don't know. Yeah, but like I said, I did think, well, yeah, these people can't really, you know, they struggle to think straight. Let's put it that way. Referring back to, I suppose, I could have read Robert Thowlis's book, Straight and Crooked Thinking. But yeah. Yeah. So I'll get back to the everyday, and there seems to be a bit of a rush, just about whatever I do, to you know, to people who seem to struggle with everyday living. I did try to look for Barry Norman's review, and he would have reviewed Hannah and Her Sisters, a film with realistic depictions of human relationships. And what do you know? It's nowhere to be seen. But that's, I suppose that's, you know, I suppose I've just got to persist in everyday living and dealing with suspicious minds, which I can do quite easily. You know, and so yeah, but like I said, I did, even though it's natural, as a lad, we were in our early teens, I think, just shut us down and said it's natural, and that was it. We just went silent. So yeah, and it is natural. I think everyone knows that to do these things. But to make some big deal about it. So no big deal dramatic moments from me, even though I've said countless times there will be no big deal dramatic moments from me, no big deal moments from me. You know, this is everyday living that I'm pursuing. and the kerfuffle around what a lad in his early teens could shut people down with by saying it's natural. Everyone does it. You try saying that in Britain in 2024. But anyway, the proof of the pudding's in the eating. I had to come off pornography because, you know, it's not rocket science to figure out when people are losing the plot about something that is quite natural. And I could say more, you know, stuff I've said before. But anyway, I'm getting on with the everyday. You know, I've said before, you know, whenever I branch out on anything, there's going to be a degree of turbulence. There's going to be a degree of kerfuffle. There's going to be suspicion. You know, all this rubbish about hope and despair and all that type of stuff that I've mentioned countless times. But yeah, not so interesting times actually. A degree of turbulence, not really. I wouldn't say so. You know, but like I said, and like Elvis Presley, I can go on dealing with suspicious minds.